As the gate carrying Tavin away closed, Reaver said a silent prayer that the demon made it to safety. Then he said another for himself, Harvester, and Calder. They were going to need every prayer Reaver could come up with. They'd just lost a damned good fighter, and now they'd have to rely on Calder to locate a Harrow gate. If they lost Calder, they were fucked. "He'll be okay, Reaver," Harvester murmured, and he slid her a surprised glance. Was she actually comforting him? "Now quit moping and get us out of here." That was more like it. "You're all heart, Harvester." But hey, the fact that she'd been nice, even for only a moment, was progress. Scowling, she crossed her arms over her chest. Under the surface of her skin, bruises lingered, and he realized that without Tavin, they were down to Calder for her to feed from. Reaver was going to make sure he was breathing down the bastard's neck as Harvester bit into it. "I have no heart," Harvester said, but it was a lie. He'd seen glimpses of it over the last few years, though at the time he hadn't recognized it for what it was. Although the tenderness in her eyes, when she'd asked to hold Thanatos' son Logan for the first time, had been crystal clear and, perhaps, the first true hint that she wasn't what she'd seemed. Reaver cursed under his breath as Calder slipped away to scope out the route ahead, leaving Reaver and Harvester to catch up. They found Calder standing motionless on the trail a few hundred yards ahead, and Reaver's heart leaped into his throat. The path continued across a rickety wooden bridge, but the dilapidated state of the bridge was the least of Reaver's worries. Above them, far up on the sheer rock faces that surround them, demons perched on ledges and narrow trails. One, a horned demon with a goat-like snout, looked down, and Reaver swore the beast smiled as he caught Reaver's eye. Reaver's gut clenched. They'd been spotted. The demon raised his hand in a sharp command. 3 demons holding the leashes of creatures that resembled scaly skinned bears snapped into action, vaulting from ledge to ledge in a rush toward them. "We are so fucked." Calder leaped onto the suspension bridge, and the way it groaned with age and fatigue made Reaver's clenched gut drop to his feet. Harvester's hair swirled around her softly rounded shoulders, caught in a balmy breeze that billowed up from the chasm in front of them. "Aren't you king of the obvious?" "Be nice," Reaver said. "We need Calder to find a Harrow gate." He scanned the surroundings, looking for any way out of here that didn't involve crossing a highly questionable bridge. "Unless you can sense them now." "Fuck off." So that was a no. Harvester would never admit that there was something she couldn't do. "Fuck both of you," Calder said with a flash of razor-sharp teeth. "I'm going." The bridge creaked under his weight and swayed perilously over the gaping canyon, but he continued across, his feet sometimes knocking boards loose or punching right through them. Far below, in the blackness of the pit the bridge spanned, something shrieked. Reaver held his breath until the night lash was across. The approaching demons were halfway down the cliff face now. "Hold my hand," he said to Harvester. "We have to run. If the bridge collapses, I'll fly us across." He just hoped it didn't come to that. Flying in Sheol was like trying to fly in water. The effort involved in even short flights would drain an angel in mere minutes. Taking her hand, he darted across the bridge. As they stepped on firm ground, a bear-toad howled. The demons were on the other side of the bridge, where Harvester and Reaver had been standing just moments before. "Run!" Harvester yelled, as if Reaver needed the prompt. They hauled ass through the mountain tunnels with Calder in the lead. Vines, dripping with acid, grabbed them like octopus tentacles, and their feet crunched on demon remains.